Hi, Scorpio. Good morning. This July love reading already feels intense, emotional, and honestly like something major has happened behind the scenes. Oh my God. I feel like this person may have told a third party that they are in love with you. And this changes everything because this does not feel like a small confession. This feels like someone finally saying out loud what their heart has been hiding for a long time. Um, this third party energy could be another person, family, friends, or someone who has been influencing the situation. But whatever this is, I feel like your person is no longer able to pretend that their feelings for you are not real. Okay, their heart is getting louder than the pressure around them. They may have tried to stay quiet, keep the peace, or avoid drama, but love has a way of revealing the truth. And here's the question. What happens when someone finally admits they are in love with you to the very person or energy that was standing in the way? Honestly, this feels like a turning point. Something is shifting, something is being exposed, and this person may be closer than you think to choosing their heart over fear. So trust your intuition because they may have told the third party they are in love with you. This changes everything, and what happens next could open the door to a powerful new chapter. And let's get into your reading. Okay, so for some of you, I feel like your person is really aware of their own energy right now and like just so aware of where they're like putting that energy. And I feel like they're having these like huge aha moments, where they're just like done with like being in these situationships or like these bonds with people that just like don't do anything for them or that like honestly just feel like they're like dragging them down. And so like this person is like having this massive realization, this like total wow moment about like exactly who you are and like just how much you like matter to them. And I get this feeling that you're like someone totally different from this person's like usual type or just like the kind of person they normally date. But like they're figuring out that the things that make you two like not the same or just like how like special your whole energy is. This person like they know they can't find that anywhere else and like there's just something so like real and like so genuine about you. You like showing up in this person's life. It's also been this like just huge life altering moment. It's like completely changed their life. It's like shifted the whole like path that their life is like moving on. And like there are so many opportunities that are like presenting themselves from you to like being a couple. But I get this like overwhelming feeling that like with you and this person, they're having this massive like moment of truth and this is a total like turning point for them where like everything has like just shifted. And I just feel like with this person they are being like so mindful of like your energy and just like how much it's like impacted them and like how you've been so like devoted to them. Like even when, maybe they weren't like focused on you, you stayed so patient. You were like always the one making the effort and you kind of like put up with this whole like energy from them. Like maybe this person was just like so stubborn or just like completely closed off. They weren't like prepared to like open up to you at all. They had like all these defenses, all these like walls. But you were just like so determined to like get past this person's like front because like you see who they are like at a soul level no matter like what it is they're like showing to the world. You see the real thing. This person is just they're having this massive aha moment. It's like they're thinking I didn't get how like empty my life was until you were gone. But like I also think with you coming into their life they're realizing that like everything they've ever known, like all the stuff they like thought would like make them happy, it's all just like completely different now. So like it doesn't even matter if like you two are like talking right now or if you're in just like a energy where you're like seeing each other a lot. This person is just they're in this space where they're just like getting how important you are. This person is just like they're sick of being like so difficult about the whole like situation with you, and they're figuring out that like everything they thought they knew, just like a lot of it isn't real. You know, a lot of it is just like lies. It's like they're having an epiphany when you're at the end of your life. You're not thinking about like reports you did at work or how much money you made. You're thinking about the connections you've made with people, the moments you've shared with like loved ones. And I feel like with this person, you've like come into their life, and you've like really taught them this huge lesson about what's important and what isn't, you know, what's significant and what's not. And I feel like for whatever the reason is, there's something where, you know, your energy has really drawn out who this person is meant to be. It's almost coming in as like a a sense of like purification about this connection, that there's going to be a situation that's developing where things are going to be changing very significantly. I also feel like it's a brand new beginning that's coming. And I feel like with this brand new beginning that's coming for the two of you guys, it's going to be moving very quickly. Like there's this sense of rapid growth here with this fresh start. And the beautiful thing about this, because your person is having this lesson, you know, with this major epiphany with why you've entered their life, what is your significance in their life, because of this relationship, or the situation has this beautiful unlimited potential, right? Because I think that with you, you have this sense of innocence to you. The key thing is like this person is viewing you as like purity. Like this person is viewing you as somebody that's very pure, as somebody that has good intentions, right? Somebody that they could really build this major legacy with, and they're getting ready to enter into this new phase of their life, but they have to be vulnerable with you. And I think that that's where this person is. They're realizing that you enter their life to teach them something, to help assist them along the way, to help them, you know, restructure. I mean, to be honest, with Epiphany, this is coming in as almost like a tower moment. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the tower and judgment come out, or even justice. You've affected this person at a soul level, and now it's coming through in the 3D. Now it's coming through in the real world, because this relationship between the two of you, it's meant to ground itself. But this person has to walk away from things that are no longer serving them. This person has to leave that behind. And I feel like they were conflicted in the past, and that's why you saw all these inconsistencies and decision, right? They needed to make a decision, but I feel like this person was struggling with what to do or how to do it. This person is also coming in as somebody that's a runner, right? Where they would come in and then they would disappear, and you would be confused. That's because this person was running from their lessons. But I also think that with running from their lessons, they're also realizing the consequences of not going with their higher good, not going with their higher self here. There's something about this relationship where it is destined. It's destined in the stars. 1111, right? Definitely. Four of Wands energy. You've came into this person's life and you've had this major effect on them. And I feel like this is karma. So for some of you guys, with this person being so stubborn, they've received a lot of negative karma for pushing away their destiny, for pushing away their blessings. But the way that it works is like you can only push something away for so long before you submit to your higher self, to your higher good. And I get that with this person, them submitting, they are going to be rewarded significantly by the universe, whatever you believe in, because this is something where this is already written in the stars. I also get too that this person doesn't want to hide anymore. They don't want to keep secrets. They want to make sure that they're doing things the right way. They miss you a lot. I've never missed anyone in my life as much as I miss you. Even if you just saw this person, it's like the moment that they leave you, they miss you. They miss your touch. They miss the way you smell, the way you speak to them. It's your energy, because your energy is something that is magnetic. This person is naturally drawn to you, the way that you're drawn to them. What you may not realize is how infatuated this person is with you, but because they run, because they walk away, because they ghost, because they go hot and they go cold, and because they've created these barriers, right, unnecessary barriers in your relationship, you may be sitting back, I don't think that they care about me, I don't think that they love me. But the contrary, right? It's different. It's almost like this person feels this so strongly that they purposely push you away because they're scared to be vulnerable. I get that this person, especially if you and them are not in contact right now, like they regret how everything happened between the two of you. When they moved on, it's like they felt like they were just gonna move on and forget you. That's not the case. And I feel like with this person, when they moved forward, they thought that their focus was going to be different. But it's the opposite. What's happened is this person, handling things in the way that they've handled them, it's actually sparked this major life lesson, which is kind of the spark of curiosity. It's the spark of this spiritual awakening. This person is beginning to heed the call because they're having this epiphany with your significance in their life. And I feel like the universe is telling this person it's time to change. It's time to go down the rabbit hole, right? Have that curiosity. There's a lot of luck here coming in for your person because they have this inner knowing where they're waking up from a dream. They're going from the dark into the light. They're having this major third eye illumination. And this is an energy that's happening very quickly for a lot of your significant others. For some of them, they may be drinking heavily or into certain substances. Drinking seems to be the only thing that numbs my mental agony. And that's because they miss you. So they drink in order to take away, the fact that they miss you, which is also an unhealthy coping mechanism, but it's how they cope. When the two of you guys truly come together in union, like real union, solidified union, a tangible union where the two of you guys are working together and there's this beautiful synergy going between the two of you, it creates the symphony of love, where everything in your life and everything in their life seems to work in tandem with one another. Your person isn't going to be drinking as much. Your person isn't going to have to be escaping. They're not going to just be sitting in their car thinking constantly. There's going to be this sense of ease that comes in with this person once they really accept you the way that you are. And I feel like it's coming in because they feel at loss. They're like, if I lose this person, what am I going to do? They're tired of pretending. They're tired of pretending like they don't feel for you. They're tired of pretending to their friends or their family that it isn't what it is with you. They're having arguments with people and they're having these different conflicts because your person is thinking differently and they're realizing how incompatible the people are around them. If you take out the superficial, energy, the alcohol, the drinking, the whatever, this person is sitting there going like, what do I have in common with these people? Right? Our values no longer align. It no longer serves me to be out being a player. It no longer serves me, to be hyper focused on my career if there's nothing for me to really come home to. This is also this person having a more balanced ego, which is coming in as like a balanced ego, right? There's 3 stages of ego. You have an overdeveloped ego, which is somebody that thinks they're the greatest of all time, right? And kind of doesn't really know what's going on with everybody else. And then you have an underdeveloped ego, which is somebody that's super insecure. And a balanced ego is where they need to be. Yeah, this is about this person balancing out their ego and realizing that their drive for money, for fame, for power, whatever this is, it was only to fuel their own ego, but they get that same satisfaction with having a very happy and healthy relationship. And the reality is, there is the power of two. You can accomplish more together than you can apart. And this energy power couple is here. You and this person, for some of you, you may work with one another or you will have a business. This is king and queen energies. It's almost like the two of you guys together are going to end up producing double, triple, quadruple, whatever this person was able to produce. Same thing with you. Because when you're working in tandem with this person, the universe is backing this relationship because it's a divine counterpart. It's a divine relationship. I also get too that there's a lot of angelic support behind you guys that's coming in very strongly. Whoever this person is, they're they're in this energy where they really do want to lock this down. On this card, it says, I love us, aka DP, DR, those may be significant, RP, whatever. You guys can flip it. Maybe that's some initials or that means something, but this is this person finally wanting to take action on this relationship. They're ready for a solid foundation. They're ready for a higher level of commitment. They're ready to be loyal here because they're obsessing over this energy, because all of a sudden they're realizing it's you. It's always been you. Why am I running from something that's a blessing? You know, they're in this energy thinking about what happens if you get away. What does that mean for them? You and this person have had multiple lifetimes with one another. So this isn't your first lifetime. That's why you already know what you know. It's just taking this person a little bit of time to catch up to it. But that doesn't negate the fact that you already know this person. This person already knows you, and you're meant to, in this lifetime, come together and make it right. But your person has been making the same mistakes that they made in the other life, that they were supposed to correct the karma in this life. So I feel like with this person, they're beginning to see things in a certain manner, in a certain way. And whoever your person is, they're worried. I'm worried it might be too late to make things right between us. There's something here that they're stressed out about, that they're nervous about. For some of them, they're worried if you feel the same way that they feel about you, because whoever this is, your person has very, very deep, 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 deep seated emotions for you that you would be surprised about, you know, intuitively, internally, subconsciously, that this person loves you. You know that, but you don't realize how deep that love goes for you. And now this person is worried because they know that they've not treated you right. They know that there were certain things that they were meant to do that they didn't do. But this is a divine union. You left every part of me untouched. I realize now who you are. I realize who you are now. But this is this person having this major epiphany. You know why they're worried? Because they realize you're their divine counterpart. They realize that this is a union that's sanctioned by the universe, whatever you guys believe in. This is a meeting of souls, right? You've entered this into this person's life to challenge them to grow to their highest potential. You've come in to help them awaken their soul and to really open up their heart. And if you guys are twin flames, which I feel like it is giving major energy of that, they've done something very significant for you. They've pushed you to acknowledge or examine those aspects or areas in your life that you've repressed, that shadow work, right? When you do that shadow work, when you heal, it forces your person to heal too, because you're a mirror of one another. When you elevate your frequency, you and this person are connected. If you go high, they go high also. They don't stay low, because your energy is naturally healing them. Your energy is naturally saying, come on, we got to do this. The beautiful thing about this situation is you are each other's life support, and they know that. They know that you help them. They know that you're somebody that's one of a kind, that you're somebody that's worth waiting for, right? And that you've waited for them. So part of them is having this major epiphany with saying to themselves, I'm worth it too. I'm worth love. I deserve that. And I feel like this person is sorry, because for some of you guys, whoever you're dealing with, their life right now may be falling apart. It may be sinking. They may be in an energy where they feel like, I don't know what else to do. But that's the universe's way of trying to reshift this person's perspective in order to get them on the path that they're meant to walk, the path that they're meant to lead, which is coming in as this major, major epiphany about commitment, about marriage. When I think about my future, I see you, and it's because with this person, right? Like if we really take a look at this energy, they're realizing it's always been you, that you're worth the wait. This may be somebody who never wanted to get married, or this may be somebody who never really wanted to enter into some type of high-level commitment, right? Where it's like they didn't want to put a title on it or define the relationship. I get that this is a very, like, for some reason, it's very clouded with what exactly you are. Like, I don't feel like there's been some type of acknowledgement here for a lot of you guys. And again, take what fits and leave the rest. But this is a person that never wanted to define or never wanted to have that limitation. They didn't want to be caged in here, right? That's that Nine of Wands energy. I want to keep my distance from you, but I also want you to stay with where you are. But now this person is refiguring things. They're like, you know what? If I had to go into commitment, it would be with you. It would be because I feel like you're worth it. Whoever this person is, whoever they were dealing with in the past, they didn't feel like that person's worth it, even if they were married before or in a long-term relationship. This person was never emotionally connected or emotionally committed in that situation. That's changing. That's changing completely here, because this person is saying, like, if I have to give a commitment to anybody, the person I would give that commitment to would be you. And I feel like with this person, they know that you're going to make them prove it, and they want to prove it to you. They want you to know the impact that you had. They want you to know that you're special to them. And I feel like with this person, they feel like they owe you this apology. Whoever you're dealing with, I'm sorry for disappointing you. Will you accept my apology? See, the thing about this person is they've been very quiet. I'm taking a break from everyone and spending time alone. See, they either ghosted you or cut you off, or they've not replied to you or responded to you. And this person feels like I owe you an apology for that, for ever making you question or ever making you doubt who you really are to me, because you've changed this person's life. You've changed my life without even trying. The old me is dead and gone. You want to know why? Because whatever double life this person was living, where they were a different person in each, right, how they are with you, you saw the real version of them, while everybody else saw what they wanted to project, what they wanted people to see, right? That's what we do. We show people what we want them to see. But that's not who your person is inside. Your person was portraying themselves as a knight, and in reality, they're an emperor. This person wants to bear it all to you because there's such a major change coming here. This person wants one last chance. There was somebody here that told your person that, you're not for them. I also feel like, because look, not for you is at the bottom with regret. I regret walking away. I wish I knew then what I know now. There was somebody that was telling your person you weren't right for them. That's why your person is coming in here. And that's why they're saying, like, can you give me one last chance? Can we have one last chance to make it right? Can I have one last chance to prove to you that I've learned my lesson, that this is a divine unit partnership, a divine union, that I do want to give you commitment because you're the only person that I'm thinking about. You're the only person that's on my mind, and that you've changed me forever. And make them prove it. They know. They know that you're not going to just let them mosey back in easy. They know that you deserve it, that they have to put forth the effort. It's like putting your money where your mouth is, but it's not even in the financial sense. It's in the sense of putting forth the effort, putting forth the time that's needed and necessary in order for this to bloom. Because there's something here coming in with your person. Judgment, wide open wake-up call, life review with time. This is the time. Judgment is here with this person, and they're having a major wake-up call where they're taking a step back and they're asking themselves, is this my life? Is this what I want? Is this what I can do? For a lot of you guys, your person is in hermit mode right now. They're taking some time. They're having a higher perspective. They're going to higher grounds. They're separating themselves from people, places, and things that they used to deal with. The Three of Wands, they're waiting. This is Aries energy though, right? This is a beautiful energy because this is all about expansion and being confident, right? This person knows that they're meant to be with you, but also too, at a soul level that you're meant to be with them. There's a lot of success that's coming here with this relationship. This person is confidently waiting for you, and I like in the past if there was this limbo. There was a decision that maybe had to be made here with the Lovers and the Two of Pentacles. Your person is no longer going to be in limbo. I think that you're waiting for this person to make some type of decision here on partnership, on harmonizing. But I also get with the Two of Pentacles, your person is juggling a lot right now. And I'm not just talking about juggling people, but I think that there's a lot of moving parts that are going on in this person's life right now where they're trying to balance everything out. They're trying to come to a decision, and this is really about them having this sense of adaptability. And whoever your person is, especially with this Jupiter energy here, this is expansive, but they're being very critical. They're being very thoughtful with the way that they're going about it because they do want this partnership with you. They want to have this love. They wanted to be able to offer you a commitment. And they feel like right now, your relationship is at this standstill, whether it's a Mexican standoff, whether it's you and this person being at a crossroads where a decision has to be made here. This person is no longer wanting to avoid the inevitable. This person is tired of being closed-minded with the situation where they're not facing reality. They're tired of always operating from a place of fear-based thinking and tired of running for cover. They're tired of steering clear from you, right? This person feels very different. This is a very, and this is an energy where this person wants to open up. Their perception is changing, especially when it comes to loyalty. And this is something that I feel like has had to develop over a period of time. Wow, the Star card, illumination. There's a lot of healing here, right? The Star card is a healing energy. You've really helped this person, I feel like, in more ways than you can imagine. The collective has no idea the impact that they've made on your person's life. This is an energy also, though, where this person is very hopeful. Like you are their wish. For some of them, they may have been praying or wishing for renewed energy. This is also this person tapping into the sense of spirituality when it comes to you. They may be watching you. They may be watching you online or through social media. But this person is thinking about all the ways that they can make this different. With the Five of Wands. See, I don't feel like the Five of Wands is your energy or even your person's energy. I feel like there's your person's energy, yes, but your person is learning a major lesson here, right? Saturn and Leo. The lesson is if you don't go with your heart, you're going to have a lot of problems and a lot of issues that come in to block whatever blessings you have coming. This person may be fighting with a lot of people. They're facing certain challenges right now that may have them in limbo, maybe even financially. But there's a lot of obstacles for your person that they're praying about, that they're praying that they need assistance with. And I also get to that there's a lot of jealousy and a lot of drama and a lot of chaos that's going on around your person right now. This also may be if they're dealing with other people aside from you, they may be cutting them off, and whoever is being let go of, they're angry. Yeah, see, whoever this other party is or this other energy, it's a ton of swords. They feel like your person has betrayed them. This can even be a friend, right? It could be anything, a family member, because your person is moving different. The way that they're moving, the way that they're dressing, the way that they're just acting in general is different because they've had this epiphany. Think about a moment where you've had this major epiphany and your life has changed completely. Like, think about that very moment. Think about where you were a while ago from where you are now. You're a completely different person. See, your divine counterpart was stuck in the material world, stuck in a loop, doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. That's why everything had to fall apart. This person also tried to hold on as long as they could to what they know. I don't want to let go of this because I don't know when the next whatever is coming in. On the contrary, right? The moment you let go, the moment you open up, the moment you give, that's when everything becomes fluid and things flow into you. Manifesting is an algorithm. And with this person then being so closed off to the way that everything flows, they were restricting their own blessings. Whoever this other energy is, because I don't feel like it's your person. There's a lot of internal suffering with your person. They miss you. They're in their head about how to make it right, but they're tired of doing the same thing. They're tired of the internal suffering. They're tired of being numb. This now, though, they're fighting against these people that want to keep them stuck in this Ten of Swords. What about the Five of Wands? How will the collective feel about the Five of Wands or the Ten of Swords? You're going to feel good about it. You're going to be in the Four of Swords. You're going to feel good about it. The World and the Empress. You want to know why? Because this person is finally doing the right thing. You are the Empress, right? The Empress has a way of approaching and healing people and leading people and guiding people to their higher purpose, to their divine calling. With the World here, it's vindication, right? The World is you're taking off your rose-colored glasses and you're seeing things for who they are. You're seeing whoever this person is, they're seeing you for who you are, that your intentions were always pure. Whoever this Five of Wands is whoever was inside of this connection, whether it was friends that were being negative, whether it was family, whether it was a karmic, whatever it is, you're having vindication with you being who you are at a core level, at a soul level. Look at this with the Tower. Yeah, see, there's a lot of people in this person's life that is having a major Tower moment. Meanwhile, you're over here sitting pretty, whatever you're doing. Okay, this is an energy because, you know, right? The Empress creates, right? And take it how you want. There's something here about the power of two. But now you're being vindicated for who you are, this very abundant energy, this nurturing energy, this divine feminine energy, where you're providing this sense of stability in order for you and this person to co-create together. And they're finally seeing you. They're finally like, oh my gosh, what have I done? Why are the people in the collective's person's life, why are they angry and upset? Why are they angry and upset? The twin flame. Because this is a situation that they can no longer come in between. They may have been able to delay this situation, to delay the relationship, to delay the partnership, but at the end of the day, what's meant to be is meant to be. You cannot stop true love. It's going to be together, and I feel like it's meant to manifest in this lifetime. Why is everybody angry? Why is everybody angry at the collective's person? Why is there all this chaos and all this drama coming forward with this person? Why? The Sun, Eight of Swords, because your person has let it be known. There's a level of truth here with why they've not been communicating with these people, right? This person is elevating, this person having a higher vibration. They're no longer stuck in this fear. They're no longer stuck in this mental prison, this anxiety, right? They know who they want to be with. The Four of Wands is going to come out. Look, Ten of Pentacles and the Magician, they're manifesting this with you. That's why whoever these people are, they're upset because they no longer have control over your person. Your person is realizing that they were very jealous, that they were in competition. They have a lot of people that are jealous of them, whether it's friends, whether it's their family, whether it's a karmic, you doing Panfao, whatever it may be. How does this person view their current romantic situation with the collective? Queen of Swords, the Truth. Okay, well, that one I just did. The Truth. And how does this person view themselves in the relationship with the collective? See, they're being honest. Page of Wands. This is an energy too, just so you know, and with this energy coming in, right? They're very, very curious. But I think that the thing about this energy is Page of Wands, you typically don't want to see as this person's energy, but I'm actually taking it as like a sense of freedom, like a free spirit. How are they viewing the collective right now? What is their perception of the collective in the situation with them? The Devil wanted to come up, the Hanged Man, but if you take a look at the bottom, look at this. They're walking away from the Devil and they're walking towards the twin flame. They're walking away from the toxic attachments, and they know that you're waiting, right? The other beautiful thing about the Hanged Man and the Hanged Man energy, with the Hanged Man energy to really appreciate and accept here, is that the Hanged Man is necessary in order to change a perspective. So if there is some type of delay or some type of silence or there's a suspense, this person knows that you're waiting for them to let go of something, that you're showing them a higher perspective. What's blocking this connection from moving forward? What's the block here? All right, the Hierophant. What are they thinking about heavily when it comes to the collective? What are they thinking about heavily when it comes to the collective? Wow, that just jumped out. The Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, so with all this Libra energy coming in, Pisces, Aquarius, Taurus energy, but this is Libra energy. This person has made a decision with the Two of Swords in reverse. They're no longer blocking this connection with the Queen of Swords. They're having a very clear view of who's in their corner and who isn't. This person is being very decisive right now, and there's a very truthful energy coming in. Wow, I'm really, the Queen of Swords is here. Because the Queen of Swords doesn't play, right. The Queen of Swords is the only queen in the traditional tarot that has a sword. This person is being very honest, and they're cutting off people that no longer serve their higher purpose. And they're being very logical, and they have this low level of tolerance for BS or from people's lies. This is also to whoever lied to them about you or about them. They're done. What is this person's next actions towards the collective? Oh, Six of Swords. Get ready for communication, unexpected communication that's coming in. There's something in particular they're going to say to you that's going to surprise you. And what is their intention? What is their intention with this collective? What is their intention with the collective? Okay, we have the Knight of Wands. And what is the collective's advice here when it comes to this person? Justice. Oh, judge and jury, that's your energy. With the Hierophant and Justice, oh yeah, this is a lot of karmic justice, karmic retribution coming in here. And it is a lot of communication and action. There's a lot of action. This isn't an emotional energy. This is somebody that's being very logical. I need this. That means I have to do X, Y, and Z. That is all I have for you. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Bye-bye.